Welcome to Mars.
All right, welcome back to Mars Radio. I'm here with my next guest. He's a friend of the station. He goes by the name of SB Jaimz.
Yes, sir. Skateboard James.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Hey, what's going on, folks? Man, my name is SB James, Skateboard James. Man, I'm from Westside, Modesto, California, born and raised.
Okay, cool. And you're an artist or a skateboarder, or you paint, or what do you do for
Yeah, man. So I'm a skateboarder first, rapper, dad, all of it. But anything creative, I try to get my hands in. I got short films and stuff like that too. So
Okay.
anything creative, I'm in it. But skateboarder, rapper, parent, man, that's the order.
That's
right
what's
there.
up. And you said you're from Modesto, California.
Yes, sir. Full
Okay.
street.
So what is it that comes to mind when you think of Modesto?
Well, shit, where I grew up, it's family oriented. The West Side, everybody know from, like downtown to that Mellis Park era. Everybody playing for the same Pop Warner team. Everybody played for the same AAU teams, and everybody was getting into the same things at the same age. So it's rare that people from us, we come from, in this day and age, where you know your neighbor. Your neighbors know your neighbors. Your mom went to school with your football coach. Your dad went to school with the PE teacher. So it really wasn't nowhere that I couldn't go without eyes on me, trying to keep me focused. So I give it the whole family oriented vibe. But that's just me though, because that's
So when you think of Modesto, you think everybody's real tight knit.
Where I came up in Modesto, yeah,
That's
absolutely,
dope. That's dope.
absolutely.
What if you
absolutely.
were going to explain Modesto to somebody from Idaho that's never been to Modesto?
Oh, I'll just say it's low key. It's chill. Like, I don't think of it as the most violent place, the most dirtiest place. I tell them, if you want to come, downtown, it's cool. It ain't gonna have no popping clubs like San Francisco or nothing like that, but you can still get your vibes. You can still see some streets, some ghettos, and then you can go all the way down Coffee to McHenry and see mansions, MTV Crib style, Walt Disney style. So I tell them it's a little bit of everything if you want to come here. And we close to the Bay Area and stuff like that. So if it's not here, an hour that way, you can go see the Golden Gate Bridge. Hour that way, you in Fresno, Bakersfield, and things like that. So I tell them it's cool.
That's what's up. So you're centralized.
Yeah, oh for sure, 1000%.
And did you grow up with both parents or just one parent?
So I grew up with my pops primarily. My mom moved to Texas when I was like 2 or 3, but our relationship was cool. My sisters went with pops, and my sisters went with mom, and I stayed with my pops out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why did you end up staying with your pops? Just kind of the father figure that a boy usually needs? Is that what that was decided?
Yeah, I think that was the decision that they went with, the masculine presence and things like that, which
Yeah.
I'm glad, because we come up in an era full of mama's boys, and
Yeah.
I'm the opposite of a mama's boy, and I think that proved to what made me stand out in these days, for sure.
That's what's up. And so your peers in the area you grew up in, did most of them have both parents, or did they grow up with? Yeah.
Moms, that's it. They
It
just
was
had
mostly moms.
Yeah, and then a couple of us, it was dads and moms, but the majority is just either mom or grandma or somebody like that. I think I'm the only one that grew up with just pops.
And how would you
Yeah.
say your life was influenced differently than your peers that didn't have that father figure in their life?
I was never afraid to do my own thing. Where at the age where you get into that young teenager age, everybody want to start gang banging and clicking up. I found skateboarding. I never was afraid to do my own thing just because that individuality that my pops instilled with me to be a leader.
Yeah,
Don't be following these niggas around and
It
shit.
gave you
like
the
that.
confidence to make your own
Yeah,
decisions.
yeah, and stand on it, because if all I'm worried about is my pops. I ain't worried about none of these niggas out here. Like,
You gotta answer the pops. And
yeah. Heck
So with
yeah.
that being said, what kind of kid would you say you were growing up? Were you like more into like girls, sports, the skateboarding, or
No, I didn't
car, the streets?
Yeah, I didn't start skateboarding until later. I was into the girls.
Oh,
I was
okay,
into
ladies
the girls.
man.
Yeah, I was into the girls from the rip, man. I didn't get into no trouble.
So why isn't it SB Cool James?
Man, I don't know, man. But I got 3 baby mamas. If that
No,
tell you,
shit.
if
It
that
is.
tell you
It is SB Cool James.
Yeah.
but,
If that's how you.
So you grew up with your pops, which gave you the confidence to make your own decisions,
Yeah.
and you weren't influenced to get into gangs or anything like that. You weren't ever tested or tried, questioned like why you're not going with the norm of the area.
No, because like I said, everybody who's in the streets, whether you North A, whether you Crit, Blood, they all play for the same Pop Warner team. And my dad was the head coach. He coached everybody. So I couldn't try. I remember, it's a go store. I remember stealing some weed from my uncle and trying to take it to the park to go sell it. And it's like, look at that, you little waters. Like, what?
Yeah.
What the hell is you doing? So I figured out early I couldn't get away with none of that shit.
That's
around
good.
here.
Don't you think it's better like that when the community governs itself?
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely.
I remember back in the day, if you were doing something wrong and your parents weren't around, some adult will tell you, "Hey, don't be doing that."
Yeah.
Where your mom at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You were like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, but what's cool about it didn't take the adults. It was my peers. They knew Coach Waters, Big Lou. Like, hey, no, we not fit to be the one that's putting you on because if Coach gotta come see us at practice. We ain't doing no up downs or no sprints or nothing like that behind you.
So were you heavily involved in sports?
Yeah, that was my dad. That's all he knew. You know, when they come up in the old school, he didn't know nothing about no rap or no movies or no art or no creativity. It was just sports. What's
the family sport of choice?
Football is the family sport of choice, but I excelled in wrestling, football, basketball, boxing. Man, I did it all. Pole vaulting, man, I did volleyball. Like any sport, I would challenge to all the rappers. Any sport, I would dog you in. Any sport, hopscotch, jump rope, it don't matter.
Wall
ball, tether ball, tennis. You know what I'm saying? Any, so, you know,
I got a mean checkers game.
The chess, I don't know how to play checkers, but I play chess. Yeah. So yeah, that's a call out to anybody. You can challenge me in anything, 1-on-1, 2-on, we can do it. And to this day, I'm in shape too. I ain't lost it.
That's what's up. So, who got you into boxing?
So, shit, I was in college at Merced College playing basketball, thinking, you know, like everybody else, okay, hoop dream fit to be the way out. We lost every fucking game that season. You can look it up. Merced College, 2012, 2013. We lost every single game. And then you know how in college they got you roomed up with your teammates and shit like that. Somebody just had some boxing gloves somewhere, so we just kind of in the back boxing around. And I was whooping everybody. So shit, I just went to the boxing gym after basketball season. Coach Mo, old white dude, 70, man, military man. He's like, I think you could do it. I'm like 22, 21 at this point.
Yeah.
And then we trained, and I started my amateur career, ended 5-0.
Why'd you stop?
Our kids and shit. And I ain't gonna lie, too.
Wait, so the kids was beating you up?
No. I started having babies and shit, but the SB Cool James started to come out. For real.
Wow.
Nah, but and then another thing too, boxing is not something that you play with. Like I felt like I came in late, and I knew eventually like I was just getting by off talent, but at some point somebody was probably gonna knock my motherfucking ass out. So
somebody that had been since they were 10 or 12.
Yeah, but I ain't want no parts of that. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what's up. And what about football or basketball?
I fell out of love with team sports, man, just because I had the individuality. My pops was coach, so I work harder than everybody else, but you see niggas skipping practice, bouncing out, not, fucking up passes and shit like that. You
had the Kobe and Shaq mentality.
Yeah, like,
Kobe got mad at Shaq because he was talented, but didn't work hard.
For sure. Like, why would I be on a team with 5 niggas, 11 niggas, and y'all don't even care? Like, so I'm skateboarding and boxing, wrestling and shit.
So, how did you get involved in the music?
I would say my early influence was my Uncle Lance. Shit, just like everybody in the family, they be freestyling, rapping. I'm trying to hop in, you know what I'm saying?
This is at school?
No, this is at the house. This is just at the crib.
How old are you?
It's 5, 6.
You busting in the ciphers at 5?
Yeah, hell yeah. I don't know if you remember Roller King. You from here?
Yeah. I remember
people used to go to Roller King to skate. It was always
Offense Max or Food Max now.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. But rapping at Roller King, and then that went from telling my teacher, man, let us, finish class like 10 minutes early, and I rap like songs that was out, Yin Yang Twins, The Pack, Smack Dre, and shit like that, but change the words and make them, school friendly and stuff like that. That's where it started for me, for sure.
So how about getting in a real situation where you actually record and start putting music out and stuff like that? How old were you when you did that?
Oh shit, that was just pandemic. You know what I'm saying? I was always kind of playing around with it, uploading freestyles and stuff like that. It's some old stuff on Dat Piff from 10, 15 years ago that was just, recorded on some bullshit. Audacity, which is the first free program I think probably everybody used, but it was the pandemic when they shut everything down, and niggas was just getting bored. I could still skate because, that's a social distance thing, but it wasn't really nothing else. So I was like, all right, man, let me just, put out some shit. Thinking everybody was gonna listen, the whole world, they ain't doing shit. We can rap out, you know what I'm saying? But
it didn't work like that?
Nah, but what I did find out is that I enjoy expressing myself. So I got a lot more from it than what I initially thought I was gonna get out of it. And then, I stayed consistent with it, and then, you know, Instagram followers went up from like 800 to 4,000. Started streaming. I think Apple Music, I'm like 10,000 streams. Spotify, almost 100,000. So it just started. The consistency started paying off.
That's what's up. So when you first start rapping, seeing how you know a lot of people, did everybody just gravitate to your music and give you hella streams and boom, notice you and stuff? You know what I mean?
No, hell no.
Well, it didn't work like that.
No, hell no.
Everybody thinks it works like that.
No, I don't. No, it wasn't even close. Like, it's like, you know, you send your shit to people and everybody got something to say. Of course, it might not always be positive, it might not always be negative, but for sure everybody always got something to say. They want to critique or some shit like that, but nobody really cares. No, I don't really think nobody.
People don't really care?
No, I didn't think so.
I feel like when people know you, they're like, that's just so and so.
Yeah.
They're more likely to support a stranger.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Because if they feel like they know you and you start doing better than them, it's gonna make them look bad.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we know each other and you're doing good, I should be like, man, I know that dude.
Yeah.
Insecurity is gonna have me be like, come on, he ain't harder than me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Did you experience any of that with the music?
No, I don't think I experienced no hate. That's the thing about it, but I just didn't experience no support. You know what I mean? Most people, they say, oh, they was hating. I didn't feel no hate, like, oh, don't do that, you suck. But it was just like, another.
It didn't really move the needle?
Nah, until I got consistent with it and then, you know, started putting stuff out, started doing shows and stuff. Like you said, once they see you next to a Stunner Man or Left the Pharaoh or somebody like that, it's like, he really doing it.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Doing the same thing that I was doing last year.
We just charge those people, we charge them more later.
Yeah, oh, for sure. 1,000%.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your music. What type of artist would you consider yourself, and what motivates you to make the type of art you make now?
Yeah, so I come from like I was talking to you earlier, from the Pac era, the I Am Sue when he was HBK, man, Mac Dre, like the Vince Staples lane, the lane where I don't know if it would necessarily be called backpack rap, but I come from the era to where rap is fun. You're gonna rap about your clothes, you're gonna rap about the hoes, you're gonna rap about having fun, what you did, getting fucked up, as opposed to, spinning the block and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about how, like, the Pac and shit, they was all like the young new wave when I was coming out, but we the OGs now. Like, we got more people. You ain't gotta look up to a gangbanger now. You could look up to a skater, you could look up to a rapper, you could look up to something else. Like, and where you normally look at an OG, you look at that Snoop Dogg, Dickie Press, Cack Down. We the OG now. We skating, we rapping, we having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
back in the day, there wasn't a variety of choices. So if you looked at a rapper, he always had that image, that atypical gangster rap. And the problem with that is when you only have that to look up to, you create a lot of fake artists. And I don't mean fake artists like they're not real people. I just mean that their image and what they're portraying is not accurate and it's not truthful. Nowadays, you can look up to somebody just like you. It's not just gangbang rap.
Like you too. Shit. You know what I'm saying? You got your hands in everything. Barber, a dad. When the last time you seen a glorified hip hop father? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I
for real. Like,
I feel it.
Come on.
I think you make the best music when you're doing you though. Rather than doing what's expected of you or what's the popular thing. Like a lot of people on Thizzler, that's a specific style. You know what I mean? So you won't find my music on Thizzler.
No. Hell no.
But everybody wants to be on Thizzler, they gotta follow that Thizzler format. You know what I mean? You gotta have ops. You gotta put some shit in the trunk.
You got to.
And you gotta be fighting the case.
And you gotta roll blunts fat as hell.
If you're not fighting the case and a couple of straps on you, Thizzler probably ain't gonna be feeling you.
Don't forget about the perk 30s. You gotta be off with a couple perk 30s if you wanna be in the business.
Or 3 perk 10s. Or whatever. You just gotta get up to 30 though. That is pretty much the Thizzler starter kit.
Yeah, for sure.
But I like Thizzler because I like a lot of artists that are on there. Even if it is a specific type, I still find the good ones at that. You know what I mean? So they might be rapping about shooting up and shit, but some of them are fucking dope. And you can't deny some of the talent.
Who you like? I like DB By The Bag. DB By The Bag's raw to me.
I like DB By The Bag. I like that he has like his own style, his own flavor. You know what I mean? He don't really give a shit about moving differently. So I like that right there. The confidence. Confidence mostly is what does it for me. Artists like GB. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Mercedes.
AG Cubano. Paynize. You know, there's a lot of TFT Angelo from Sacramento.
Okay.
There's a lot of good artists out there. Some of them aren't known, but they're still dope.
Cool.
Right. So where are you going with your music in the future? What's your next direction? What you trying to get done?
So me, I'm just gonna be honest. All I care about is Modesto. I want to be the king of Modesto. Like I don't got no aspirations to be no big superstar. I just want to. When you think of hip hop and you think of Modesto and you need somebody to, you know, be a reference point to, I want people to look at me because we really don't got too much in Modesto. Stockton lit right now. Of course, you know, you got your Oaklands, your San Franciscos, your Haywards, your Vallejo's. Right. I feel like since it's at Stockton, the natural shift is going to be a little bit more towards this way. And I want to be the one who they like, oh, I'm you, go tap in with Jaimz. You know what I'm saying? Let's say he cool. That's going to be our reference point for hip-hop in Modesto. Like,
so you just want to be the central hub.
Yeah, for sure. Just come, let me open up for you when you come to Modesto. I'll get you to the taco trucks over here, get you where you need to be without, you know, feel me, without anybody trying to.
Now, wanting to do that, and you said you didn't want to blow up, but you know, once you become the king of Modesto, then you know everybody else is gonna come calling. Like Bankroll Hayden, he's from Modesto.
Yeah.
Once he blew up, they came and got him, and he ain't around no more. You know, he's out doing tours, living in a different city, moving around. So you're not worried about success coming and getting you and say, hey man. But so you would stay here throughout it.
Throughout it all. Like I said, you go down Coffee, McHenry, the mansions is right there. You know what I'm saying? If I want to get out of Modesto, I can get out of Modesto without getting out of Modesto. I can go to Del. You heard of Del? You know where Del Rio at?
Yeah.
You seen the houses over there, right?
Yeah,
I ain't gotta go nowhere. I ain't gotta go to Beverly Hills or to, you know what I'm saying? I can do it from here.
Well, that's cool. What makes you what makes you so proud of Modesto and your home and wanting to keep it so local?
It's because, like I said, I might not experience no support, but I definitely never experienced no hate either, you know, so it's a safe bet. Man, I know what's going on around here, and I know that with the right influence, you know, we could have our own little spot, and that's why I got to give you props too, because you planted your. I feel like you one of the kings of Modesto right now. Who else is every other month bringing people in? You could. With your connections in the Bay, you could have easily, I'm in San Jose this weekend, I'm in this, but you do your blackouts, you brought more people to Modesto, and it's no knock to no other clubs or no other promoters or nothing like that. Big D, shout out to my boy.
Yeah, Big D.
We're going to give Big D his props
Big D's
too.
the man.
Yeah, for sure. But
he's hosting Blackout with us.
Yeah, I was excited, man, to see that.
He's a friend of the show. He does interviews with the
I seen him. Yeah, I seen. He said, "I don't give a fuck about Tupac." None of that shit. Yeah, for sure. So but what y'all do, and I just feel like, man, that's a lane. I'm right there. Y'all really set the example for somebody like me. You know, you don't just rap. You know what I'm saying? You touch a lot of people. You help a lot of people by more than just rapping, and not only by more than just rapping. You do it right here. The security that you use, all from Modesto.
Right.
Your barbershop right here. We don't gotta go get a cut to go see Jay Stalin. A lot of people like Jay Stalin. You want to support, they don't gotta go out here. They can come to your shop and mess with you. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give y'all props for, you know, the vision that I kind of have for myself too.
That's what's up, bro. We appreciate that. You know, we do. Me and Jay Stalin here, but that's what we try to make moves and do what we can and everything. So we appreciate that.
And y'all planted here. Y'all, I respect from here. You know what I mean? So it's dope.
No doubt. So talk to us a little bit about, you said the movies and the short films and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that. Yeah,
man. So it all goes back to class. Like I was always a C student. I never got A's and B's. So like I was always a C student. There was never no point in my school career where I was doing better than anybody else, but that's just because I was always writing. If I was writing raps, if I was writing movie scripts, comic strips, anybody who know me, they from Modesto, they'll tell you was always talking in class or doing something like that. So I'm just glad that as I got older, none of that stuff faded. So I started linking with like a Nick Vandernacker. He's the Entertainment Vortex. Look him up. He's one of the cool little, you know, short film people around here.
Okay.
The Joe Gianellis and stuff like that. I started working at Apple just to integrate myself in the technology. That was my first job, working at the Apple store right here in Modesto. So
that's what's up.
Just put myself in positions. Nah, man, I work.
Okay.
I don't know. I want to tell you where I work. I got.
No, I was just about to try to go get the Apple hookup if you did.
I still got it for you. I worked for Apple for 6 years, bro. I was. If you came to the Apple store in the past 6 years you saw me, and then I ended up going to San Mateo. Got promoted.
You worked on that computer right behind you.
Yeah, man, right on. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I'll show you. But no, I still got the Apple plug for you for sure.
That's
1,000%. No, for real. Like I know if you want to get some action shit, I really got discounts for you still.
We're gonna chop that up.
For sure, 1,000%.
So what kind of short films and stuff are you working on right now?
So I ain't working on nothing right now. It's primarily hip hop right now. But during the pandemic, I gotta shoot you a link. We did a Halloween short film.
Okay.
It was pretty cool. It was a silent film. It was a silent film with a twist to where no words, nothing. It was my first time, you know what I'm saying, doing something like that. To where, like, it seemed like I was a serial killer getting ready to stalk this girl, but in all reality, at the end, it was a twist. She was following me and killed me.
Damn.
Yeah, I gotta show you it. It's only 1 minute long, quick. Super cool, good production value and everything.
Damn,
so
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, that's how I got started, and then now I'm working with Realer 2 Times. I don't know if you know him. It's my boy Josh. We trying to put together some stuff too. So
you're working on some movies coming up?
I wouldn't say movies, but you know we want to get in the skit game because if you could post a 1 minute reel and do 50 1-minute reels, that's gonna give yourself a better chance of somebody really watching your whole movie.
Get more chances.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm just trying to find a way to minimize, the time, so that way people got short attention spans.
You're trying to enter the algorithm. That's what you're trying to do,
man.
That's smart, man. You gotta enter the algorithm. You gotta get with the times. You can't just try and be old fashioned.
Yeah.
All the old men from the bus corner or the bus stop that talk about when I was your age or back in the day. Those are the ones that get overlooked. We gotta stay innovative.
Yeah.
Tell the people how they can reach you and how they can find out what you got going on, how they can follow you.
Oh man, I'm on Instagram. SB Jaimz across all streaming platforms. If you really want to find me in person and touch me, I'm at the Oakdale Skate Park every other day. I'm skating.
Oakdale Bud?
Oakdale Bud, Smokedale. I call it Smokedale. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah. But that's what's cool about the skater community. When you at that skate park, you're gonna see everybody. You're gonna see people tatted up. You're gonna see dreads, gold ones. You're gonna see.
You don't experience no racism in Oakdale?
Nah, hell no.
Really?
Not publicly. But you gotta understand, man, I'm 6'5", solid. So I don't think nobody gonna call me the N-word to my face. Yeah, 1,000%. And I got hands too. Like I said, hey, set it up. If you find an artist that want to do a little celebrity boxing match right down, man, put it on Mars, man. I'm calling all the rappers out from the 209, man.
Yeah, we got Andy's Boxing Gym right here.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Tell them.
Sponsor it too.
Yes, anybody. I feel like I got the most. Look, I'll whoop you on the ring, and then I'll whoop you on the track. We can do a song together, right?
Damn, that's
what's up.
Or y'all could throw down. And then they could play your song after the fight.
Yeah. Hey, man, serious too, Kurt. Tell them 209. Let's get it, man. Celebrity boxing, man. I'm your opponent. If you think you got hands and you want to put the guns down and you're really a tough guy like you is in the raps, man, let's go.
Let's get that set up, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be the first to have blackout boxing one. Rappers. Blackout boxing. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
With that being said, it's Mars Radio. It's SB Jaimz.
Yes.
And we out.
All righty.
Welcome to Mars.